Welcome back, Uni High students, to another episode of Mr Bickham's Garden. I hope you enjoy it. So rather than staying inside and studying or playing this, hello. 1. There we go, 2. 3. Oh, hoppa! Or watching this.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you come with me and plant some seeds? Well, hello Uni High students and welcome back to Mr Bickham's Garden. It is May, so it's getting into winter, but even at this darker, cooler time of year, there's still exciting things to see in the garden, so I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour and see how we go. So at the moment I'm going to zoom in here and you'll see in my previous video, which was I think September last year or something like that, 2020, I had garlic in here, but at the moment I have changed that. I took out the garlic and I put in jalapeno peppers. Now I'm not going to eat any of these because they are as hot as anything, but I am going to preserve them. So I'm going to take them all off eventually and then put them in vinegar and so forth. So they've been going really well. I have tried some and they're really hot though. Going up, here's my guava bush, which you would have seen in the last episode of Mr Bickham's Garden, and it's still the same. There's nothing really exciting about it, but we'll have a look at my other guava bush, and there's actually some guavas on it, so we'll get to that in a sec. Moving on, coming back, another jalapeno pepper. Here is some chard from last year, and that's actually started growing up again, which is good. And I'm feeding my guinea pig Fernando that chard, and more chard down here, so it's come back, which I've been really surprised about. These peppers down here, they're a sweet pepper, and I grew these two from seed. Actually three survived from seed, so you can see some peppers on there. They'll die off soon anyway, but as long as I'm sort of planning for next year with these ones, so they'll grow big and get heaps of peppers on them, and then they're sweet ones too, so they're nice. Moving on, there is an old straggly Tommy tomato bush, which I still have to take down. Down here my strawberries and some kale from last year, and that's actually come back really well too. I'm surprised, because I thought they died off, but they're here as well. And here, you can see here, that's also kale. I mean, it's not super healthy, but it's looking all right. Some more chard down here. I have planted in here, in this patch of black dirt, a whole lot of garlic. So hasn't popped up yet, but it will soon. And then let's just move up to some of my fruit trees. So here, and moving back a little bit, here is the lemon tree, which is going pretty well. You can see all the yellow lemons on there. So it's a nice crop, and that's easily enough for our family's needs. Now here is the one exciting part of the garden. Here is the guava bush, and looking down there's a guava bush. And if we go right in, let's have a look. And there is a guava there, so I'm going to pick that one right now. Let's see what it's like. My hand's going in and I'm taking it off, and I'll turn it around to myself. Hello, I'm going to eat. Sweet. Very sweet. And there's more there. So in September, if you can remember back to my previous video, there were no guavas on there. Well, there were maybe some flowers. So this is the first year these guavas have actually, well, the guava bush has held its fruit, and there's heaps on there. Look, I mean, if you go in here, there's more, and you can make fruit juices out of that and everything. So I'm very happy with that. moving back, coming back. Now I mentioned this last time. You can see there's a lemon tree. Then going over, if you're looking, there is the blood orange tree. So they're blood oranges. And you can see here, and that wonderful teacher, Mr Bickham, and the wonderful humanities staff, they bought this very bountiful blood orange tree for me several years ago. I probably planted it a little bit too close to the lemon tree, you can see, but it's going great guns. And you can see, there must be at least 30, there's a lemon there, but there must be at least 30 blood oranges on there. There's a vine, get rid of that. Get rid of that vine, stupid vine. At least 30 blood oranges on there, so that's great. Yeah, and I'll be able to have all those. Now moving on, here is the exciting and beautiful persimmon tree. Now last time I showed you on this video, this persimmon tree didn't have any persimmons on it. Well now it does, and they've been on it for several months, and they are big. To give you an idea how big they are, well here's my hand here, and that's in the palm of my hand, so they're very huge, they're very big. I have got some other smaller ones from another tree which I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, this is a beautiful tree. So we go around and you can see what's really good about a persimmon tree like this one. Not only is it good with those big orange fruit, it's good feng shui, but also good fortune for the house, but also it's an ornamental tree, so it's got all the fruit, but this time of year, and it's deciduous, as the leaves start to turn off, they turn an orange. You can see up here, like those leaves there, like a sort of burnt orange, and it looks very nice, very beautiful. More down here too, so that's that. Going into, here's some sweet peppers, and I think I showed you these in the previous video, and they were, in the previous video, I think they were like down to here somewhere. Well, if you look now, look how big they've grown. That was over summer, and they were growing a lot of big, actually there is one more, you can see down here. Here's a sweet pepper there. So they start off as there's a yellow variety, but they start off green, then they go red, so they'll go an extra red. There's some old tomatoes that I finished. My fig tree that I've espaliated at the back, that's had a few figs off that. Now I'm going to just go quickly around. Well, there's my avocado, hasn't done a whole lot, but it's growing. I'm going to go down the garden, and you can see here's a pile of persimmons down here, but this is a different variety of persimmons, and they are, if you compare to what I've got on the other ones, look how small they are. So that's those persimmons. That is the top of the persimmon tree which held these persimmons, and these got so heavy for this smaller persimmon tree that it actually, you can see it split, unfortunately. So that's that. I'm going to go over to my herb garden now, going here, and there is a tamarillo tree, which is like a fruit tree. I put that in a couple of months back. I got it as a present from my mother, and hopefully that's going to have some sweet tamarillos. I'll put in, there's some rosemary there, and then down here some more rosemary, which I use in my cooking. Then I'll put in, and I've had to stake these, we've put in some broad beans. If it ain't staked, they'll fall on the side, and then the snails will eat them. Going across here, that's sage, which you can use in roasts. Down here is some oregano, and there's a couple of varieties of that in there. And then going next to that, oregano, and next to that is the thyme here, which you can use in pastas past the saucers and so forth. Same with the oregano. It's got the beautiful flowers as well. And then here, and I used to have one of these on the other side of the herb garden, but it died unfortunately. But this is a it's still going all right. That is a purple basil, and like a long life one too, so it'll keep growing, where the other basil tends to die off after summer. And then behind that, as you can see, is some Italian parsley. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and see you soon. Bye.